Welcome back to the Morning Lift. Today is February 13th, 2023, a wonderful Monday that just followed the one and only biggest event in all of sports, the Super Bowl, which, for those of you who don't know, we'll jump into our morning lifts. That's all we've got today. We just got to talk about the Super Bowl. I'm not complaining. It's like the last real football game we get to talk about for months, so we're gonna soak it up and really enjoy it. Really quick before we dive into that, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and check us out on all our socials. If you enjoy this video, like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. We're trying to grow this into a real life thing here, so any help is greatly appreciated. And then a quick plug for our live show we do every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. We've got a big NBA guy coming in tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a full studio full of guys. Really entertaining. All right, let's jump into the Super Bowl. Now, great game. 99% of that game, if you look at my Twitter feed, I literally tweeted out, I said, I don't even care who wins this game. I loved watching it. Like, it was just boom, 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 like offense. Chiefs came up with a couple defensive plays. I just thought it was high-level football all around, and that's the thing we have to remember when we're watching the Super Bowl. These are two of the highest caliber teams in the whole entire NFL, which is the highest caliber of football players in the nation, right? Like, these guys are the best at what they do, and they make it look easy, right? So if a guy makes an unbelievable play, the receiver that made the play made the DB look dumb. But right, if this is against the Texans, it's that's a touchdown. So I don't know, it's a totally different game when you're at the highest of the highest level, and I just kind of wanted to appreciate, like, no sacks all game, right? Unbelievable offensive line play the whole time, and those are two of the best pass rushes in the NFL. So it's just something that we have to kind of take into perspective when we're getting down into this, because it's literally as fine-tuned as it gets right here. Like, this is the real deal. Okay, now for those of you who don't know, somehow the Chiefs pulled out a tight win, 38-35 over the Eagles after being down 10 at halftime. It was honestly the Jalen Hurts show all night long. He had 4 total touchdowns, 3 rushing and a passing for like 250 yards. An unbelievable stat line from Jalen Hurts, and something that got completely overshadowed because Patrick Mahomes is the NFL's golden boy, and everyone just wants to talk about him making this comeback. When we really break it down, Patrick, he did what he had to do. I don't think he really did anything too specific, too special, if you will. He used his legs a little bit, but in a mobile quarterback bowl, like, that wasn't unheard of. That we saw a lot of Jalen Hurts running around as well. So I would give more props to the Chiefs O-line, Andy Reid, the play caller, and then the Chiefs, defense and special teams. Kadarius Toney with that huge punt return was probably 40% of the reason that they were able to make that comeback. And it's all really going to come down to what everyone probably is talking about today, other than Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback of all time, is the play. With 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the final quarter, Chiefs on a 3rd down. Okay, so when we were watching this, Sirianni calls his timeout after 2nd down. I thought it was a weird, the analysts on the TV were like, hey, this is why he's doing it. I was like, yeah, but I can see why, because you're going to stop it here. Third down's only going to run it so far, right around the minute mark, and then you'll get it back with a minute. If you stop him on 3rd down, which that's the reason you called the timeout in the first place, you're down 3, you got to drive the field in a minute. Chiefs decide to throw it on that 3rd down after the timeout with 1 minute 40 to go, and it's an incomplete pass, right? This is the play that's in question. So we can see Juju Smith-Schuster comes off the line here, and he's gonna break out. Now Bradbury, he's got his hand right on his hip there, as you can see the pause in the freeze frame. This was called for defensive holding. In the biggest moment, on the biggest stage, the biggest game, on the biggest league of the year. Now, do I agree with this? Absolutely not in any way, shape, or form. Let's break it down. First, do I think it was an actual holding penalty? No. There's no jersey tug. He doesn't wrap his hip. You could really get into it, and just right there, he's technically got him before the freeze frame even. But it doesn't slow him down at all. And when you look at the pass, bro, that thing was outside the back of the end zone. Like, that was not. I thought it was not only a poorly timed call, but an awful call. And a lot of Chiefs fans are like, oh, well, he did hold him, so you can't even. It doesn't even matter. Well, I don't think he did, but even if he did, let's just say we break it down, we find a microfiber of cloth got stuck to Bradbury's glove. All right? God forbid. Really, you're going to call that penalty at that point in the game? Because a lot of people are saying that didn't decide the game. The game can't be decided by one play. Well, no, you're right, okay? And that's what I liked about this Super Bowl thus far. Up till this point in the game, there really wasn't that many penalties. I thought the refs did an unbelievable job. There was, play calls that got, the Dallas Goedert catch, the fumble that the Chiefs thought they had for a touchdown, all these plays, but I thought they were called the right way, and even if they weren't crystal clear, they were called the way that the books said they should be, right? Oh, they needed clear and indisputable evidence to overturn them, might not have been there, right? So I think the game was called perfectly up until this point. Not a lot of ref intervention either, kind of just letting the boys go, right? And that's the biggest gripe I have with this call, is that they were just letting the boys play until this final play when they were like, hey, you kind of touched him there. And they didn't complete the pass, so we're gonna give them an extra, drive here, basically, giving them the first down. And that was what really bugged me, was it was just untimely, and the fact that some people are saying that you can't lose the game on one play. Well, let's just break down what wouldn't have happened what would have happened if that play wasn't if it didn't go down that way, right? It's third down, clock stops because it's an incomplete pass. So the Chiefs have to kick a field goal with a minute 40 to go. Up 3, give the Eagles the ball with minute and a half. Is it guaranteed? No. Is it at least putting it in the fate in the hands of the players? Yes. That's not what happened, right? I'm not saying the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying I wish the players had a chance. The refs completely robbed them of the last minute and a half and just gave it. Man, that was just really, really frustrating. So my initial reaction to that was, wow, because the rest of the game was just so good, other than the turf. But we don't even need to get into that because I don't know anything about turf. We can talk about the Rihanna halftime show. I thought it was really good. Put it in the comments below. What were your thoughts on Rihanna's halftime show? I thought she murdered it. I really liked the height thing. The dancing was really good. I thought she picked really good songs. Rihanna's someone that, I've grown up with listening to all of her songs. Because I listened to all those songs before. I was able to kind of just vibe with it. It was good stuff. But other than that, it wasn't like, I felt like the ending of the game was just kind of overshadowed. It could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot more fun to watch. And it could have, I would have been okay with Kansas City winning had that call not been made. Right? People are thinking I'm like the biggest Kansas City hater of all time just because I don't want to take over the Patriots dynasty. Look, if they're great players, they're great players. There's nothing you can do to stop that. It's when the refs intervene and they're like, hey, you're a great player, so I'm going to give you an extra down or an extra drive. That's what really gets to me. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed the Super Bowl. If you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sure I'm going to get a ton of Chiefs haters in my comment section talking about this. I've already gotten plenty of it in real life. So like I said before, be sure to check us out on all our socials. I believe that one, yep, right here. Marv_show, Twitter, Instagram. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. And then as well as maybe joining us at 6 o'clock. We'll be here. We'll be live. We'll see you there. Either way, that's all I got for you today. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Let's get that lift in, baby.